Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing my 184th Mezco Toyz 112 Collective action figure review, this time being of Captain Nemo's Nautilus crew. Now, taking a look at the front of the box, we can see some really awesome artwork of them fighting some very giant crabs. And if we turn the box around, more beautiful, incredible artwork. So with the box out of the way, let's go ahead and crack these figures open and let them breathe. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the new Nautilus crew from Mezco, which is really cool, man. I love how they're building out the world for Captain Nemo that we received last year. I think that's so awesome. Now we're getting his shipmates, which is pretty awesome. Now, I'm really only going to take a look at really just one figure because they're both pretty much the exact same thing. And I'm only showing off this one because this one has a specific peg leg. This one just has the standard boots. So I'm really just going to review this one figure as, again, they're the same thing. So the suit looks really cool. I do love the mixture of materials here. You have that nice leather-like material with the more soft goods and things like the sleeves and the undershirt all look really nice. I love the Captain Nemo end that we got going on there, or Nautilus, whatever it may be. Get those nice puffy sleeves, looks really good. His gauntlets here done in that really nice gold. I love the back of the hand here. Sorry, I should probably actually focus on that, huh? Instead of just having it all blurry. My bad. But you got the like a little trident symbol right there. Looks really cool too. We get a really nice belt. I think that looks awesome as well. Done in more like a leather-like material. That is a soft goods belt. We do get some holsters in there like that. A nice little pouch in there that has a foam insert, so you could take that out if you want to and put something else in there if you really wanted to. But then we get these really nice brown leather like boots with the gold on there, looking super awesome. I think this just looks great, man. They did such a fantastic job with that tread on the feet. And then again, this one has that peg leg, which looks really cool because like it almost looks like it's done in like whalebone, and you can see the etchings in there, and then they rub in some like the blue whatever ink or something like that in the etchings to make it stand out. That looks awesome to me, man. I love how even the bottom of the peg leg has like some of that gold trim right there. Looks really cool, and I'm pretty sure this will tell a story because usually when they did things like this on like whalebone, it wasn't just to etch something. It usually told some type of story maybe that they went through while they were on the sea. So I just love that, man. And the thing is with this, it pretty much is the exact same thing as like our Captain Nemo. He's my suited up Captain Nemo. So you got the same type of sleeves, same type of pants, same type of boots again that he had here. Except with the exception of the peg leg and the gauntlets and of course the belt, but it is pretty much the exact same thing as Nemo, which is to be expected. So I think that works, man. We don't really need anything too crazy, so I just love the way this turned out. So moving on to accessories, we start off with having the two circular base stands with, say, the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. This is the same stand that we saw with Captain Nemo, and of course we get the clear articulated arms, so you do get two of those with this set, and those work out really nice. We also do get a ton of interchangeable hands, things like close to fisted hands, gripping hands for holding his weapons, more like trigger finger hands for holding the guns or rifles, whatever you want to call it, his saluting hands, everything you're going to need for these figures, which I think turn out great, and they all are just beautifully sculpted and painted as well. Now, one thing I do like, we also do get 4 interchangeable heads and neck pegs, since these are of people with different shades of skin tones and things like that. You do have the matching neck pegs to go with those as well. So we have this guy right here, which does have a really nice bald head. He is clearly a ginger with a really thick mustache, which is really, really cool. So I do love that a lot. Really nice little scar across his chin there. So this guy's obviously been through some stuff. We have this other bald guy with this really nice beard going on like that. I love the way this one looks. And this is going to be the hard part, like picking which ones I want to display, because I only got the one set. I don't really need 4 more figures on my shelf. Honestly, I'm just out of space. But this looks cool too because he has a tattoo of an octopus right there on the side of his head. And that's just crazy cool looking, man. Very unique looking design for that character. We also have this guy right here. Again, another bald guy, because a lot of these guys just like to shave for some reason. But this is really cool, man. I love the goggles. Those look so rad. But if you take a closer look at his actual face, you see all this scarring across his face, like some type of like tribal markings or whatever it may be. I think that is so cool, man. This is definitely one of my favorite heads. It just looks very, very unique in my opinion. And then my personal favorite head is going to be the one with the actual hair. He looks a little more indigenous or something like that. I love the eye patch. I love the scarring. I love how he has actual earrings going on. He actually has hair, even to the point where he has a ponytail. So he's the only one on the crew that doesn't shave besides him and Captain Nemo there. But all of these are just fantastic looking, man. Mezco did a great job on them. So real quick, I just want to show you guys a couple head swaps. So when I saw this head sculpt right here, I instantly thought, well, hey, isn't that the same head that we got with the Barbarian pack? I thought it was this one right here, but it is a completely different sculpt. So that kind of got me thinking, like, well, maybe these heads actually look pretty good on here, because they do have like the blue face paint, and that looks really cool too. So if you want to add those, maybe if you want to buy more and have this guy on your shelf as another crewmate, you can do that as well. Or take this one off and bring in the one with the long hair. Again, he has a blue marking on his face too. I think that works as well. Again, so if you want to have 6 guys, 6 members, I think, and you have the Barbarian set, I think this set, these look really, really good on these figures. And again, you could even build up the crew that way. So again, I think that works. So continuing with accessories, now we're getting to more like the weapons. We do get these insanely ornate rifles, which just look so awesome, man. Oh my god, I love the whole nautical thing that Mezco does, and they really go all out, especially when we first got Captain Nemo. It just looked insane, all the intricate detail that we got on that figure, and that carries on over here as well with those rifles. We also do get muzzle effect pieces with the bullets coming out, which is really nice, and then we do get like those little harpoon arrows that you can also plug in here as well, and those are pretty nice because, again, those just plug in to the bottom barrel like that, and you can take a muzzle effect piece on the top barrel like that. There's a hole in there, so again, those work out awesome, and I love the way those turned out. We also do get these really cool wrenches, which have got to be the most ornate wrenches I have ever seen. Damn, those are pretty awesome, man. I love those a lot. And then we get this giant fishing harpoon, which looks really cool. I love the sculpt of that, and this whole arrowhead looks awesome, really, again, very detailed, and I love we have an actual rope attached to it right there, so that's really cool. I wish we got 2 of these, but we only did get the one, but again, I still think it looks really, really cool. And then the last couple accessories that we get these awesome swords. Oh my god, I love them so much. They're these really cool sabers that look great. I forget what the type of sword they're called. They're very specific. I think a cutlass, is that what they're called, a cutlass? Those are awesome too. And then those axes look great. I love the handles on those. I mean, they are just awesome, man. And again, if you have any of these gripping hands on there, you get a really nice tight grip on those, and that'll hold there very well. So all the weapons are just really cool too. Man, I'm really hyped about these. They are so much fun, and now I'm low-key kind of regretting that I didn't pick up more sets. And now the last accessories that we do get some extra soft goods. So you got these really nice jackets. I love the way these are stitched together. They look really, really nice. You also do get these little caps, little like sailor type caps that you could put on the heads, specifically more for the bald characters. The guy with the hair doesn't really fit these hats all that well, so those are really nice. And then we get blue scarves, which are really cool. Now, I love these scarves. I love how they have a bendy wire in them. You can shape them around and things like that. When you put the jacket and the hat on, to me, honestly, it looks kind of boring and dumb with just the jacket and the hat. I don't like it. So what I did was I took this scarf here and just shaped it and used this to dress them up a little more. And you'll see pictures of that a little later on. But I'm really glad it came with a scarf, even for other figures. Having a blue scarf, we've gotten red scarves and black scarves before. Now we get a blue one, so I'm really hyped about these. Alright, so now I'm going to show off the articulation here. So the head and the neck are on separate ball pegs, so those roll around really nicely. If this is pushed all the way in, it does turn left and right, up and down, very nice motion, and then rock side to side. Arms can go all the way up that far, down, up and out, rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get a double ball peg in the midsection, so you can roll around it like so. It does turn left and right. Crunches back and forth pretty good, and pivot side to side. We get hip joints that kick forward that much, back not so much, splits out about that far, so just be careful with the seam, you don't want to tear that. Rotation in the upper thigh, double jointed knees where he can almost kick himself in his own butt. Boot rotation a little bit. Ankles are on ball pegs, so those roll around, rotate up and down in a decent ankle rocker. Same thing with the ball peg. The peg leg, not ball peg. That doesn't really do anything. And it's, again, this is going to be something that's a little tricky for some people, for them to stand with the peg leg. It is possible. I've done it plenty of times, but it's going to be some finagling with it and trying to get into a right specific pose where this peg leg will support your stance. So you're not gonna get anything too dynamic. It will work just fine though. Clearly the one with 2 actual feet is gonna work a lot better, but these are just so much fun, man. I love that they're doing stuff like this, these other just unknown characters that we can like army build and things like that. That's so fun for me. I think these are fantastic and they are definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here they are standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and Mafex Batman figure. Also for comparison, here they are standing next to the 112 Collective Captain Nemo. And just for fun, here they are with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of Captain Nemo's Nautilus crew. Now overall, I think these are so badass. I love kind of army building with these and giving that Captain Nemo figure that I loved so much some backup. I think that's really fun. If you buy multiple sets, you can literally have 4 awesome unique figures on the shelf. And hey, like I showed you some head swaps, you could add even more characters to the crew. All of these figures are very well done. The soft goods are fantastic. I do think the coat and hat by themselves look a little ridiculous, but hey, that's just me. That's a personal preference thing. The articulation on all these figures works very, very well. Even with the figure with the peg leg, it can be a little tricky to stand, but you can do some really cool things with that, and it works out great. The ornateness things like on that peg leg and all the different weapons and accessories, if you're into nautical themed stuff, I think this set is perfect for you. The different interchangeable heads where you can have different types of characters, and again, just army build is so much fun. If you have or loved that Captain Nemo figure, you will definitely love this Nautilus crew. So be excellent to each other and stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.